Arjuna said, I desire, O mighty armed Krishna, to know the true nature of renunciation and of relinquishment, O Hrsikesa Krishna, severally, O Kesinisudana Krishna. Arjuna asks this question to the Supreme Soul and addresses God in three ways: Mahabaho, Hrsikesa, and Kesinisudana. All these three names to address Shri Krishna have meanings. Mahabaho is such a means of addressing someone in the Gita, and indeed in the whole of Mahabharata, but as we're studying the Gita, I'll keep it limited to the Gita, that Shri Krishna addresses Arjuna as Mahabaho, and Arjuna also addresses Shri Krishna as this. Both address each other as Mahabaho. Both use this means of addressing each other. Arjuna addressed Shri Krishna as Mahabaho in this verse because he's thinking that, Lord, until now you have destroyed all my doubts. You are so powerful, Lord, that please also destroy this last doubt of mine. You are such a great warrior, Lord. And when Shri Krishna is addressed as a great warrior and Mahabaho, mighty armed, it is not just within the limit of body strength, but it's within the meaning of mental strength and spiritual strength. Arjuna also addresses Shri Krishna as Hrsikesa. The name Hrsikesa can have several meanings. It depends on how we split the word. One way of splitting it can be Rishik, meaning the senses, and Isha, Lord. Therefore, Hrsikesa can mean Lord of the senses and the boss of the senses. The second meaning can be found by splitting Hrsikesa into Rishi, that which gives delight, and Kesha, hair. Therefore, Hrsikesa can also mean one whose hair gives delight. And a third meaning is one who is the Lord of the Antakaran, inner being. Arjuna is telling Shri Krishna that, Lord, you know I have all these attitudes in my thoughts. You are the Lord, O Hrsikesa. The third way in which Arjuna addresses Shri Krishna is Kesinisudana. The simple and straightforward meaning of Kesinisudana comes from when the Supreme Soul killed the demon by the name of Kesi, and therefore Kesinisudana means one who killed the demon Kesi. But if we take the demon in its universal meaning, then doubts are the biggest obstacle of all. One who kills the demons in the form of doubts in the mind is Kesinisudana. Arjuna is telling God that, O Lord, you have destroyed many doubts of devotees. Why would you also be able to destroy this doubt of mine? What question is Arjuna asking? He asks that he wishes to know about sannyas, renunciation, and tyag, relinquishment, in their true meaning in many different ways. The word pratak means in many different ways. He asks God to tell him what sannyas, renunciation is, and what tyag, relinquishment is. Arjuna uses these words very clearly, and this is shown by the use of the word pratak, meaning that he is asking Shri Krishna to show him what these are in many different ways. Over here comes the pre-introduction that I spoke about at the beginning of this chapter. The reason for this is that the circumstances until now, and by until now I mean two time periods. The first is the time before and up until Shri Krishna is giving this message to Arjuna, which is a later Vedic age time period of 5,000 years before the Mahabharata, during which a lot of wrong things and misunderstandings came into our Indian culture, resulting in Shri Krishna enshrining and establishing the message of pure Vedic spirituality. The second is today's times, because I explained the second verse of the second chapter of the Gita. Then I said that Shri Krishna tells Arjuna that Kutastva Kashama idam nishame samapishtam anarthajanu aswargam akirki karam Arjuna. Whence has come to you this stain, this dejection of spirit in this hour of crisis? It is unknown to men of noble mind, not cherished by the Aryans. It does not lead to heaven on earth. It causes disgrace, Arjuna. Shri Krishna asks Arjuna how such weak thoughts arose in his mind during such an hour of crisis. I wrote about this hour of crisis a lot in the second chapter. This hour of crisis is also there in today's times. In today's times you can see a dharma, unrighteousness, winning over dharma, unrighteousness. In today's times it is also easy to become a dharmic, unrighteousness, and it's difficult to become dharmic, righteous. In today's times you can also see a dharmic, unrighteousness in attaining victory, and it seems as if it's easy to succeed in life if one is a dharmic, unrighteous, whereas people who are dharmic, righteous have to go through struggles. This is an hour of crisis. And if I were to say in one sentence that people repent becoming dharmic, righteous, whereas a dharmic, unrighteous are dancing and it seems from their faces that they're very happy. In reality, if you ask me, then those who are doing wrong things should repent. But instead of that, today's times are such that good people are repenting. They say that we are good, but what did we get? Many people ask this question. This is called an hour of crisis. This circumstance is there even in today's times. People consider tyag, relinquishment, to be sannyas, renunciation. People are giving a negative meaning to the word sannyas, renunciation, and people consider those who are people of sannyas, renunciation, to be those who wear orange clothes, those with rudraksh prayer beads, holy seeds from the rudraksh tree, around their throats, those who have the attitude of leaving their families, and the attitude of running away from the responsibilities of the material world. Sannyas, renunciation, has become limited to all of these. This was the state that was there 5,000 years ago. This was the sannyas, renunciation, Arjuna was asking to take when he told the Lord that he wanted to leave the battlefield of the Mahabharata. He said that no matter if all of these people kill me, let them have the kingdom. If I go a little deeper into the rational meaning, then this type of sannyas, renunciation, is when good people want to be inactive and wrong people are becoming more and more active. There's an Urdu poet called Sahil, who says that Sahil do cheez thi lutfe se raha, jankar nu mon ane nasamgnar nis vava. Because of two things, the fun of poems went away: the silence of wise people and the praise given to ignorant people. When this happens, then the poem gets destroyed. The poets who do not understand are praised, and those who are wise keep silent. The same thing has happened in the field of dharma. Those who do not understand dharma in truth and are just stuck on to outer materialistic rituals display themselves to shine and glitter so much, whereas those who are truly dharmic, righteous, cannot tolerate this. Because they cannot tolerate this, what they do is they say, let us leave it, these people are doing so well, so we will sit here silently. Let them do what they like, let them do what they want. Therefore, wrong people have become more active, whereas good people have become all quiet. In whichever field this happens, then consider that field will be destroyed. It could be in politics or anything else. This very thing happened in politics. After the independence struggle, Gandhi said that now we will just do service and will go to the villages. We do not want to take power. The good people went away from power and the wrong people became active. We are now seeing the consequences of what is happening after 65 years. The same thing happens in dharma, the same thing happens in society, and the same thing perhaps happens in families. This is what happened at that time. People consider tyag, relinquishment, and giving up things to be sannyas, renunciation. That is why Arjuna says that, Lord, I desire to know the true meaning of tyag, relinquishment, and sannyas, renunciation. Arjuna is understanding himself, but the time in which people like Arjuna got confused upon seeing his circumstances by thinking that, Lord, I do not know from this what is tyag, relinquishment, and what is sannyas, renunciation. Therefore, Lord, show me the clear difference between the two, just like black and white. Just tell me what tyag, relinquishment is, and what sannyas, renunciation is. God begins giving Arjuna the answer from the second verse.